Hello viewers, welcome to the channel and welcome to another Minecraft video. In today's tutorial, we're going to be building the Hungarian Turán M41-2. Totally said that out of order, but it's a 2-to-1 scale Hungarian medium tank. So to begin, we're going to be building a trench of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 blocks. Just want to make sure that's correct here. Yep, okay, 8 blocks, so 1, fill it in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's pretend that was 8, pretty sure. And a space of 3 in between. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fill it in. And that'll basically do it for the ground layer. And now we can move on to the first layer. So we're going to place down a placer block on top of the first nether brick block we placed in the ground, and place a nether brick upside down stair right in front of it. So using this, we're going to take our grindstones and just build a pattern of 2 of each, basically a pair facing towards each other, all the way to the back. So something like this. And at the back, 1 nether brick upside down stair. Oops. And same thing on the other side here. And another brick upside down stair right at the back again. So for the basically the floor layer, we're going to take our dark oak trapdoors and start by placing a row of 3 right across the stairs from the first layer, and this is going to go back to the last grindstone. So we're going to cover all this up here. And once you have that done, we'll do one more little thing. We're going to take an end pearl with a normal end frame on the first nether brick upside down stair. And with that done, we can move on to layer 2. So we're going to start, of course, with the full blocks we're going to place down, which is basically going to be a row of 3. And we're going to carry this down to the last row of trapdoors. So we'll just build blocks of green terracotta on top of the trapdoors, and we'll move on from there. So in the front, we're going to take mossy cobblestone walls, and at the front and the back, place down row 3. Moving on towards the front, we're going to take nether bricks, place down a block right across from each of the mossy cobblestone walls. We're going to take an item frame, place one on the sides, and inside we're going to place down a cobweb. Whoops. There we go. And we're also going to take some tripwire hooks, place down an item frame, line each of the sides, and have it sort of facing out at an angle. So with that done, we can take our debug stick, and we're just basically going to want to set these up to false, and we'll be on our way. So next we're going to need to take some zombie heads, dark oak trapdoors, dark oak slabs, and nether brick stairs. So first, on top of this upside down brick stair, we're going to place down a zombie head facing towards the inside, like so. And then we're going to carry out 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe this will be 5 dark oak up trapdoors with 1, 2, and 3 dark oak slabs. So same thing on the other side. Oh, sorry, this will actually be 4 slabs. So you should have 4 of each, so 4 trapdoors and 4 slabs. And at the back, we'll place down another stair, just like so. Next, we're going to need to take our dark oak signs for the road wheels, and first we're actually going to place down our item frames. So you can use invisible item frames if you want, but I'm going to basically been taking a more vanilla, non-command approach, so I'm going to be using all normal item frames, but just want to keep that in the inventory. So we're going to place down 1 on the first trapdoor, skip 1 block, place down 1 more, and place down 2 on the first 2 slabs, and then 1 at the back. And in normal fashion, we're going to put down a green block inside, take our dark oak sign, and cover up the item frames. And of course, same thing on the other side. Next, with that done, we're going to take our dark oak signs, place down 1 on the back of each upper net brick stair, and just like the front, I'm going to take tripwire hooks and set item frames. Facing outwards at an angle. And now we can move on to our third layer. So of course we want to start with placing down our blocks, and we're going to place down our blocks on the second row of green terracotta blocks from our last layer, so row 3, and this is going to go all the way back to our last row right here. So pretty simple. And in the front, I'm going to take our zombie head, place down on the right side, and dark oak up trapdoors flipped upwards. Next, we're going to take daylight sensors. I'm going to place down 1 right here on the other side, and then 1 on top of the net brick up slabs. Up just blocks from the last layer. For the rest of the side, we're going to be taking mossy cobblestone walls, green stained glass panes, and dark prismarine stairs. So on this first block, we're going to place down a green stained glass pane, and then behind it a row of 1, 2, and 3 mossy cobblestone walls. Then 1, 2, and 3 dark prismarine stairs. Then a green stained glass pane right at the back. So it's going to be involving a little bit of debugging stuff, but first let's put in our item frame. We're going to place it right off the back of the daylight sensor, and put a white stained glass block inside of it, so you can see it out of both ends. That's kind of the idea here. And we're going to start with these stairs. So what we want is, I believe, just facing this way. Place down a tripwire hook on it. Same thing on the far one, like so, and we'll just put them back, like so. Next we're going to turn these, make a bend in these glass panes, so set it to south true. And for these blocks, or for these walls, we're just going to smooth it out a little bit. So we are just going to turn up to be false on, actually none of them, my bad. But we're just going to smooth out the sides of it. So west true, so it's kind of flush. Don't want east. Don't want north on that side, but we do want on this side. And south like so. So it should look like that. And we're probably going to ruin it with that sign placed later on, but yeah, that's probably what's going to happen, so I'm just going to leave the other side like it is. So moving on towards the back. Probably going to mess up this right here. Nope, okay, cool. So place down a spruce fence gate right behind the bent panes. And we'll be placing a row of 3 chests right on top of the row of moss cobblestone walls. So to make this look a little more smooth, we're just going to make one of them sort of appear up a little bit closer with a type right or left, whichever one sort of gets it a little bit closer to the double. I'm going to take dark oak signs, which I'm probably going to mess it up. Nope, okay. And just place a row of 3 right at the back. So with these gates, we do have in wall to be true, so then move down a little bit. This is basically going to be our exhaust area. And moving on with the turret, I'm going to start by placing down a row of 3 green terracotta blocks on the 3rd row, right from our last layer, so right on top of there. And placing, going out 2 more blocks right at the back. So sticking with the front, we're going to take our dark prismarine stair, place down 1 upside down right at the front, middle block we just placed, with a moss cobblestone wall to each side. Next we're going to place down a moss cobblestone wall on the opposite side, so towards the back. Place down a dark oak sign to the side of each of the blocks. And now we can kind of fix this up again. And we can do the other side. Just like so. Okay. So moving on in the back, we'll place down a green stained glass pane right behind the wall, and right from going off the side of the last block. So we're also going to debug this stuff a little bit. I believe this will be the set north true, so it kind of goes out like so. And this is actually going to be broken a little bit later on, so we're just going to get this out of the way. So we're going to take carpets and, if I can click it, dark oak trapdoors on the right side. I'm going to place down 2 trapdoors, and we're going to make this little curve right here, because we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor flipped upwards like that right there. So now we can take north true, debug stick to those glass panes. And lastly, for the engine deck, we're going to take 2 dark oak buttons, place down 1 on each side of the last row of 3. So now we can flesh out the turret shape here with these walls. Not tall. So for these ones, the up is going to be false, but we want them to be smooth. Like so. And for this one, we just want it to be touching the stair. Alright, now for the gun barrel, I'll put down a dark oak fence gate right in front of the stair, and an end rod is going out of it, and I'm going to take our debug stick to the fence gate, have it set in wall to be true, Oh, and we're also going to place down an end rod on the left side, going off right here, so ruining that. And we'll place down a button on this block, ruining that, so we'll have to redo that. Oops, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's all back too close to where it was. Now we can finish it off with basically the roof layer. So we're going to start by placing down our antennas. So I place down our just two iron bars on the right side of this corner glass pane, and same thing on this glass pane on the turret, 1 and 2. So on the first block in the middle that we placed, we're going to place down a daylight sensor, and then 2 darker buttons on each side of the blocks. Next, we're going to need a green bed and a zombie head. So place down a green bed, should go all the way to the back, but what we want to do is part head. You can take off this part right here, place down a zombie head facing towards it, and then we can make this part foot again. So switch it back around. And that, I believe, will finish up our M41 Turán II. I believe this is a proper name for it. So check around the sides. Put the trip bars on the side as well if you'd like. So we'll just do that quick. I just still do not have the hang of the Debug Stick after about a year of using it. So 1 and 2, and flip them back around. There we go. Okay. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial from a nice new country got going on. Our Austro-Hungary plot right here. Pretty sure it'll expand a little bit, but a nice new first Hungarian tank. So hope you enjoyed the video, the build of course, and see you in the next one.